To each their own.
Let me just make sure I got everything muted. So
Yeah. It says excellent connection.
muted.
And
We live.
we live.
Yeah.
Let me just share this. Oh, dude, once we get our mic set up, it's going to be amazing.
Oh, I know.
Like, oh, yeah. All right.
Hold on, let me send a couple more.
Yeah. Like I said, I'll let it simmer for like 3 minutes and then we'll get started.
For sure.
Because obviously we're still little. So, but once we start getting more big, then we can start it right away. We got 17 subscribers on YouTube.
I like that. How are they doing over there in IG? Are they pumping?
Nah, it's still steady. I'm still trying to figure it out because a lot of people aren't really using IG anymore. So,
What do they do?
what I'm trying to do right now is because my phone screen is actually cracked on my on my iPhone. So I'm gonna wait to get a new phone and then probably start doing a little bit more of the TikTok because I know there is like it's still a baby platform, but I'm pretty sure we can get. I know a couple people that starting off little, they get a bunch of views right there.
On TikTok?
Yeah, and especially if I can clip you doing your raging and all this stuff, and then obviously get a reaction. I know that'll get the juices pumping for people.
For sure.
So, but like I said, and then it would be pretty cool once we get all the setups going, and then I think we'll even run a lot more smoother without lags or delay.
That's for sure.
So, because we'll obviously be in the same room and we'll just be surrounded by wires. And then eventually, hopefully, we can do a little bit more stuff.
Yeah. Get the lab going.
Yeah. And so we'll give it 30 more seconds, dudes, and then we will get started. We got 3 people watching. 3 people watching. So which game are we going off of the SPN? Let's see. Nobody cares about the NBA.
Yeah, I don't care about the NBA.
The only time you need to care about the NBA is when it comes to playoff time.
This is true.
That's the only time. And
we're buffering.
Nah, we're good now.
Oh, we're good.
Yeah.
I was typing in some messages for people because I know.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Like I said, I think we're good. It's weird the freaking and we only get delayed a little bit, I believe. Hashtag cheeks.
Hashtag cheeks.
And as always, the first commentator gets pinned.
Yep. First comment always gets pinned.
Uh-huh. So, once again, dudes, what up? We're going to be talking about, I think it's already finals week for most of you people out there.
Semis. This was semis this past week.
Oh, this past week was semis. This is final.
Yeah, so now you guys are heading into finals week.
Sadly, on our tournament, I will be contesting for 3rd place.
And I got screwed royally by 2 players.
Oh, and we will talk about. I did too. That's why but whatever.
Oh, we gonna go into them, and yeah,
this is the Matrix.
There's gonna be some raging right here.
This is the Matrix, as people like to say.
The Matrix took care of me this year for damn sure. It's real. The Matrix is real, people. Understand. Understand it's the truth. It's real.
And the first game we're going to go to, this was the battle of, I personally think, the most unprepared coaches of all time. The LA Chargers versus the Las Vegas Raiders.
Ooh. So, this one on the spread was +3. And we ended up with a push on this one. So, No wins, no losses on this one.
So Raiders got +3.
Oh no, wait. The Chargers were
Yeah,
+3.
the Chargers were +3 because they.
Oh, my bad.
I think we got
We
that one
got
right.
dubs. We got
Yeah,
both dubs. Yeah.
we got that one
Sorry
right.
about that.
And then the first player that definitely screwed over a lot of semis this week was Austin Eckler, man.
Austin Eckler is one of them, and the other one that really screwed a lot more people over. There was one person that in particular was just raging all crazy because he started Derek Carr as his quarterback.
Oh dang, that's rough.
Yeah,
but honestly, like I said, right now I don't think there's.
Oh, I gotta get the facts straight. Shit.
What happened?
Okay. Somebody over there putting me on blast said I gotta get the facts straight.
Get the facts straight.
Damn.
Let's
do it.
But
put out facts, bro.
The facts is that Justin Herbert, yes, rookie of the year. I think after this performance, you know, for anybody,
I'm not fully there yet.
I think
I'm not fully there yet to say that.
I think so.
That's debatable. That's debatable.
Yeah, I think so because he showed me in this game that and what was crazy was Austin Eckler should have actually had more fantasy points and much bigger fantasy value. But it's like if someone grilled Herbert and told him to stop taking the checkdowns and pass it down the field. So we could blame Anthony Lynn for the underperformance of his star running back in Eckler.
Yes, sir.
And then, like I said, for next year, I think next year I would be very cautious on taking Eckler because obviously now I know where Lynn is headed to. I think Lynn. I mean, for as much respect as I have for Anthony Lynn, I definitely don't think that he should be the coach for this Chargers team.
Not only that, I kind of feel like he actually screwed Tyrod Taylor earlier on in the season when they injected him with something and they punctured his lungs. So that definitely caused his season to go to the dumpster.
Yeah, but like I said, at least we know now. And a lot of people, like I said at the beginning of the year, they said that Justin Herbert was not going to be good. They said that he wasn't a vocal leader. Whoop de whoop, yada yada. But here we are now on week. Was it week 15?
Yep.
Week 15, and then he's proving the doubters wrong. That's why I kind of think he's rookie of the year, especially that. Oh yeah, and another guy who screwed people over, which I benched him. I didn't even start him. Was Keenan Allen.
You know, it's funny that Keenan Allen was got all hyped that he fell behind. What was it, Evans and Goodwin on the wide receiver rankings, and he was upset and said, "I'm gonna take care of business and this, and that." And Mike Evans and Goodwin ain't got nothing on me and blah blah blah. I believe that Keenan Allen probably better than Goodwin. I don't know about Mike Evans, but the way that he performed this season, you might have to take a backseat, bro.
Yeah, but the fact that he was somebody that I think I picked up like on the 5th round, not bad. You know,
Yeah.
not a bad bad 5th round value pick, man. For what he did, obviously he's been consistent. You get me? He's gotten those 10+ points. Put it in a way that he was what Julian Edelman was last year. Not lavishing numbers, but he would definitely on a good game. Just enough, exactly. He would get those 15 points average, and then if he had a really good game, he would get you 20+. Yep. So, I mean, he did good. Obviously, he was dealing with an injury. That's why I didn't put him in, because I knew he was going to be on a limited basis. Mm-hmm. So, but the man, the myth, the legend, the vulture, man. Kalen Ballage, man. This bum took a touchdown from Austin Eckler in the end zone. Man, they need to put some respect on my boy Eckler, man. They make it seem like this guy can't do anything.
Yeah, because me personally, I know Ballage is a bum. He shouldn't even be playing. He can't even. He doesn't even come close to Eckler, like not even close. Mm-hmm. And it's just he just lucked out that he found some pay dirt when those It seemed like when he ran that 1 yard or whatever it was that he did that one play, and fucking everything just parted the fucking sea open, and he was able to fucking waltz in like nothing, dude. Mm-hmm. So I still get no respect for Ballage. Mm-hmm. Ballage, you're a piece of shit. You're a fucking scumbag. I hope you fucking shred your ankle.
Make sure we talk about the bust of the draft. Maybe we'll do that. Every team's bust for the 2020 draft, and I definitely think it was Joshua Kelly for me for the Chargers.
That's a conversation we can have. We can definitely have analyze everything, and then we can actually put a podcast on that on our own.
Yeah, exactly. But
What do
Joshua
you think?
Kelly,
Yeah,
Joshua Kelly, very disappointing. And then
yeah,
now,
very disappointing.
but the one upside is that the Raiders firing the defensive coordinator actually got the Raiders to stop the run a little bit. But now that they can stop the run, they can't stop the pass. There was yellow flags flying everywhere. But Marcus
Yeah,
Mariota, man, coming back.
the flying Hawaiian, huh?
It was Battle of the Ducks, man. That's what it
Yeah,
was.
Battle of the Ducks. It was that's what everybody billed it as Battle of the Ducks. And hey,
Uh huh.
much respect for Mariota from coming off the bench and actually pulling off some stunts like this, man. I was very surprised, very impressed with him, and let me know that when he came out of Oregon like that, this was what he was supposed built to be able to do, except
Yeah.
get a dub, and that's something he just hasn't been able to do over there throughout his whole career.
Yeah, I think honestly, I don't think he's starting caliber worthy, but I definitely do think that he is a very good backup quarterback to have.
He is.
So, but he did have 9 carries for 88 yards and 1 tutty, and we also had to take into account that I believe that Joey Bosa left with an injury. So that's when Josh Jacobs, Mariota, they all started running free. But this is why I keep saying that I'm not sold on Josh Jacobs as a top 5, maybe a top 10 running back. Because he had 26 carries, man, and he only had 76 yards and 1 tutty. I mean, I guess. I mean, he'll
Still
get.
a decent,
Yeah.
still a decent day at the office.
Yeah, but the fact that they can't get the run game going with him, I don't know if they have to draft a guard this upcoming draft or they have to buy a guard. I think Raiders have the most expensive offensive line, right?
I thought it was Indy, but hey, I can look into that
Yeah,
statistic on that.
I believe they're in the top 3 for most money invested into their O linemen. I know their tackles are high paid guys, but the fact that they can't get the run going, yeah, I don't know, man. And then Darren Waller had a huge game, bro.
He had a monster game.
9 receptions,
So if
150
you
yards, and 1 touchdown.
if you have Waller on your tight end as your tight end right there in your fantasy, you definitely would love in life just seeing Waller just go off like that.
Yeah,
So
and this is why I think now it's Kelsey Waller for next year's
and
draft.
2,
Yep.
yeah, because I don't see no Kittle
Nah, Kittle.
overpaid. Overpaid.
Kittle has officially dropped down to my top 10.
Damn. Ouch.
Yeah, just because. Yeah, I don't know what's gonna happen with the Niners next year. Rumor has it that they may get rid of.
Garoppolo.
Yeah, Little G. You guys call him Jimmy G, but rumor has it that they may actually end up drafting a quarterback, which would be the best thing that they could do.
Jimmy GQ ain't looking so GQ for you guys now, huh?
Uh huh. And then other than that, Hunter Renfro left with a gruesome concussion. I don't know if you got to see that hit. They laid the wood on him.
I like that. I like it when they put. I love it when they put wood. I don't want players to get hurt or anything like that.
Yeah.
I didn't really get to see the hit. I'll double check it later on.
It was a clean hit though. It was a clean.
Oh, if it was a clean hit, then hey.
It was just one of those hits where he got hit, helmet hit with another dude, and that's
I can already imagine. So yeah.
So other than that, like I said, that we're not really gonna be focused on any. Like I said, only for next year. I definitely don't think Josh Jacobs should be your top 5 pick, but he would be one of the top 10 running backs to get. Justin Herbert, I would be a little more cautious next year because now they're going to have a full 16 game tape on him. So I don't think I would trust him to be my number 1 on week 1.
Mm-hmm.
Eckler, also, I don't think he's. I mean, if you're playing a 12-man league, then probably he would be a top 3 pick. I mean, not top 3, but the 3 rounds. I'm sorry.
Top 3, yeah.
For the top 3 rounds, I would see him going.
If you can get him in the 3rd round, that's a good pick. That's a good way of hanging around for him, waiting around.
Yeah, and then I don't think, like I said, Mike Williams still didn't perform. And then remember we talked about Jalen Guyton, whatever his name is. I don't know how to pronounce his last name.
Said something about him.
That when you only had 1 reception. Well, bro, check this out. 4 receptions and 91 yards. No touchdowns though. But he still put in some work. Like I said, Chargers have some sneaky good wide receivers. It's just a matter of Anthony Lynn actually getting his act together and utilizing the weapons that he has. So
can incorporate everything
exactly
into that system like that.
And then Hunter Henry had a pretty good game too, man. So I think it's a little too late for some owners that had him.
Yeah.
But other than that, I think so. We both got that one right. Chargers 1 + 3.
+3.
Uh,
Yes.
and then this game, no matter what, guys, I don't think you should listen to me when it comes to Denver games because I will always be biased.
Homer.
So only when I say for sure, definite, guaranteed, you should trust me. But if I just say Broncos, then don't take them.
Yeah.
And to be honest, there's a lot of hype right now around Josh Allen. He says that this was a revenge game, whoop de whoop, yada yada. But bro, if you actually, once again, as a Denver fan, if you keep up, bro, we don't have any more corners. We're down to our last two corners.
So to me, I'm like, when you call in this a revenge game, so then that means that is, okay. Let me put it into perspective right now for everybody. What he's calling a revenge game is like you putting a varsity team versus a freshman squad, and
Fresh off, right? That's what they call it.
yeah, and so you're hyping yourself because you beat the scrubs. Like
Yeah.
dog, nah. This is why you'll never be a Super Bowl winner. This is exactly why you'll compete against Patrick Mahomes and Lamar Jackson, but you'll never be able to beat them because you'll always be satisfied on beating the garbage team, the fucking scrubs. You won't be fucking happy beating the team full strength. You want to call out and start talking shit like that this was a revenge game? You're a fucking moron for that one.
Yeah, and I also give blame to the NFL as well, like the whole committee, because like I said, OJ Moutier, I believe he's our rookie, our fifth round selection. That was our starting corner, and then after that we had Devontae Bosby, which was I believe also a fifth. No, he was undrafted, and he was in the practice squad. And then I forgot who was our third guy. I mean, like I said, we were just completely Denver Broncos are completely decimated at every position. Our only stars on the defensive side would be Justin Simmons and Bradley Chubb, which both got selected to the Pro Bowl. So congrats to those guys.
Congrats.
And then now quickly, like I said, Josh Allen. I mean, this was still okay stats. He had 28 completions out of 40 attempts, 2 touchdowns. He got sacked once, I believe. No interceptions. And then Zach Moss actually had a pretty decent game, but I wouldn't buy into it because, like I said, we are completely decimated in every category right now. Singletary, tell me why when the game was 40 to something, David Singletary, instead of taking a knee, he actually ran into the end zone. That was some stat padding.
That's a scumbag move.
Exactly.
Right there, like I said. And so I'll talk a little bit about that and a little bit about something that I actually posted up on our Twitter account.
Yeah. So Singletary has lost my respect just because it's like you didn't have to like Bradley Chubb has more. I have more respect for Chubb because if you remember that week, it screwed me over. But obviously he knew that if he gets a first down, the game is over. Baker Mayfield would take knees and that's it. But instead Singletary actually legitly tried to go for the end zone and didn't even take a knee at the 1 yard. So
definitely. So that definitely puts a lot of irk into a lot of teams now. And to me, any team that now Buffalo sees and you see Singletary out there, I think they're gonna actually go out there with the purpose to lay some wood on him. To let him know,
they're laying
some respect.
They're laying
some
wood.
Motherfucking respect.
They're laying wood on at Buffalo. They have officially put a target on their back. I personally think.
Definitely.
So
that move definitely put a target on their back, and I hope someone goes ahead and let Singletary know, hey, you're gonna get it.
Even like I said, even the head coach went for it on 4th and 1. They were winning Denver like 35-14, I believe, and the coach wanted to go for it on 4 and 1 in the red zone instead of taking the kick. So
it's okay.
That's what I'm saying.
It's all right because they're gonna see either Tennessee, Baltimore, or KC. Try to pull that stunt off on one of those three. I guarantee you're gonna get some ass. You're gonna get your ass whooped.
They're gonna take the field goals all day, every day, twice on Sunday.
Definitely.
But Stephon Diggs had, like I said, I'm not impressed with these numbers. Stephon Diggs had 11 receptions, 147 yards. He went against our, what would I call it, our 8th or 9th string. Hot Sauce had a big game for himself too. So kudos to those who picked him up. 8 receptions, 112 yards, no tutties. Dawson Knox, not bad. Like I said, he's someone that I think Josh Allen should target more. 2 receptions, 36 yards, and 1 touchdown. He should have had bigger numbers against this Denver Broncos team.
They definitely should have.
And then Jake Kumaro, if I pronounced it right, 1 reception.
Probably butchered it. I'm not even gonna try it either.
1 reception, 22 yards, and 1 touchdown. I believe that's also their second tight end. So this is what I'm saying. Like they should have had a bigger game, but I guess not. And then over on the Denver Broncos side, Melvin Gordon had 2 tutties, 11 carries,
Atta
61
boy.
yards.
Atta boy.
And then Noah Fant actually came to ball out, 8 receptions, 68
It's
yards, and
about
one
time.
tutty. Little too,
True.
little too late for me.
Little too late.
Mm-hmm.
Little too late.
And then Drew Lock, not the best game of his life, but the fact that he went against a pretty good Buffalo defense. He had 20 completions at 32 attempts and 1 touchdown, no interception. That's important, and 3 sacks.
Definitely very important.
So, like I said,
That's 26 points right there.
next year, I definitely think Noah Fant would be top 10 tight end to take. Pretty sure we can.
He should be high. A lot of people. He definitely put me on notice, and like I said, when I started noticing him out, I have him on one of my squads. But definitely, I'm gonna
keep an eye out for him.
If I can't get one of the 2 tight ends that I'm looking at always, then he's probably gonna be my top 3.
Yeah.
And everybody already knows I'm all about Travis Kelce as a tight end. So if I could get Kelce anywhere, best believe I'm gonna jump at Kelce right away. He's usually my first pick right away. So that's how much respect I got for Kelce. He's a number 1 pick for me.
Yeah.
He's a first rounder pick for me.
So with that being said, I mean obviously we're gonna get into the draft. I don't know if Melvin Gordon is gonna be here next year. He still has his DUI court case going on, but I would see him as a diamond in the rough type of running back. Once your top 10 is gone, I think he is someone that you definitely need to scoop up because as much as I love Philip Lindsay and he is the heart and soul of this team, I don't know if he's going to be back next year. And the way that Shermer, I don't like this offensive coach is going about it. He doesn't even like to use Lindsay, so it's not it's not Lindsay's fault, but it's more of it's definitely more of the coaching staff fault. And once again, I took Denver. Ink took Buffalo. Like I said, this was definitely. I thought it was going to be more competitive, but hey, it is what it is. And then this one, the Matrix hit everybody, and it hit them real good. We both took Green Bay. I think it was with 8.5, right?
7.5.
Oh, it was 7.5. Also, we won.
Yeah,
we won.
We both took Green Bay.
Didn't we take Green Bay?
I took Carolina at 7.5. So I got finesse.
Oh, my bad, bro. No, yeah, I won it. Okay.
You won by half a point.
I won by half
a point. You got that one for half a point.
Ooh, here we go.
This is where those half points come into effect and everything. So, hey, you over there reading the Matrix, dude. I'm still trying to learn about it.
Oh, man. I got away with it, though. I will say that. But Carolina, once again,
wait till you hear how the Matrix ripped me, dude. I'll get to that shortly.
Once again, Teddy Bridgewater is not the truth. He had no touchdowns against this Green Bay team, which I think is a little bit sus at the end of the day. And then Mike Davis, he still had 14 carries, 59 yards. Bridgewater ran for a couple, and he ran for a tutty. So I would definitely be worried about if you're facing King Henry next week.
Definitely.
Because, it's going to be pretty scary, especially if you're a Green Bay fan. He's going to rip you guys a new one.
Yes, sir.
Unless you guys could stop him or somehow, some way get orange color on your jerseys. Remember what we said?
Not only that, also, I lost also with Mike Davis going for 90 yards or whatever the case was on that one. So I screwed up on that one big time, too. Definitely. I put a lot of trust in Mike Davis, and you let me down, Mike Davis. So, hey.
Yeah. And then DJ Moore got. This is what I'm saying. Like, I don't think Teddy Bridgewater.
Good, dude. I don't even want to fucking hear that name again.
6 receptions, 131 yards, no tutties. Curtis Samuel got 4 receptions, 42 yards. I think next year, if there is no wide receivers, DJ Moore is going to be a guy. But once again, I would only take him maybe like in the 6th round, 7th round. But because I don't trust Teddy, it's not that I don't trust Moore. It's that I don't trust Teddy, and I didn't trust Cam. Because with Cam, he was even worse. Yeah. For those who actually know, he was actually worse with Cam Newton.
You ready?
Okay, go for it.
All right. So you mean to tell me this week, your boy DJ Moore, ready?
Uh-huh.
How did DJ Moore get more points than Devontae Adams?
I have no idea.
7 reception, 42 yards. What the fuck were you doing, Aaron?
That's
your bread and butter. That's your bread and butter, and you don't want to give him the rock? Like, this is why people really, are real suspect with you. Adams is your only weapon. You use Aaron Jones really great this game. Get Adams the ball. Let him be your playmaker. He can save you. But no, you ended up saying, well, we'll fucking just run the rock on them. And some games you got to run the rock. Other games you're pass heavy.
Yeah.
I needed Adams the most, and he definitely fucked a lot of fantasy owners, me
A
included,
lot. Me included
a
as
lot.
well.
So I'm not too happy with Aaron Rodgers right here. And not only that, with the way the performance and everything, I think now we know who the MVP is going to be this season.
And then I did say, like I keep telling people, like this Carolina defense is scary good. It's sneaky good, but a lot of people don't believe me. Aaron Rodgers got sacked 5 times, and to me, defensive player of the year. And dang it, I forgot his first name, but it's definitely the down tackle, first round pick Brown, for the Carolina Panthers. That's his last name. Let me see. Let me find his name. He managed to cause pressure inside for the Green Bay Packers, and he managed to. What was his name? Is it Derek Brown?
I'm looking for him.
I think it is Derek Brown. Yes, it's Derek Brown. He was a 2022 round, first round pick, 7th pick. I think he's better than Chase Young because he obviously has no pass rushers to help him out. No backfield. He obviously has I believe it's Jeremy Chin, Atwater's nephew. But like I said, 2 sacks against possibly MVP, one of the top contenders for MVP of the year. So I did say
It's
that.
cool that he came from too, Auburn.
Yeah, and I told you guys that he was a kid that you all have to be careful and watch out for. So I'm glad I got that one right on the defensive side.
Yeah.
So for next year, maybe possibly. Depending on the quarterback situation, I would maybe Carolina's going to be one of those top sneaky defenses that you might want to cop in the late 10th to 12th round.
Yeah, so, if like Baltimore or let's say Tennessee or one of those great defenses not taken up, this is a really good defense to actually have around on your squad.
Oh yeah, man. And then like I said, they should definitely pick up Alabama product. Was it Mac Jones?
Mm-hmm.
I think he should go to Carolina, man. If he
you never know.
If he doesn't go to New England, I wanna see him in Carolina. Mm-hmm. But for next year, Aaron Rodgers, I think this is why a lot of people also don't trust him because of some performances like this. When he bombs, he bombs.
He definitely bombs, yeah.
Aaron Jones,
and he brings everybody with him.
Yeah, and Aaron Jones, I think once again he's a top 10 running back next year, like always. For the last 2 years, I think he's been the top 10. 20 carries, 145 yards, and 1 touchdown. Not bad.
To me, he's I. I don't know. He's in the top 10. He's I. He has his moments where he does flash, and there's moments where he just a bomb too.
Well,
but I mean,
I think. But I think he's like that back end top 10. You know, like 9, 10. I don't see him at 7 or at 6. You know, there's
Lazard 5%. Go ahead, finish up.
Oh yeah,
I'm over here just looking at the reception right now. Go ahead.
No, and that's it. That's basically my input for next year. I think if all options are gone, I definitely do think Aaron Jones will be your savior running back.
Alan Lazard.
Mm-hmm. What about Lazard?
Go ahead, finish.
No,
go ahead, finish up.
Are
you done?
Yeah, I'm done.
Okay. Alan Lazard, 5 receptions, 56 yards.
Yeah.
Where's Adams at? Why couldn't you get Adams involved?
Aaron Rodgers was being stingy.
You know what he was being? He was being an L7 or weenie. That's what he was being, dude.
Yeah.
Fucking square, dude.
But once again, you guys should have definitely had the head coach that Carolina has right now in Dallas. I think you guys would have been better off. Yep. But well, you know, Jerry Jones knows everything. So moving on now to the game for the Patriots versus the Dolphins.
Oh, but before we go any further, you got the dub on that one, and I took the L.
There you go.
So right. So next game.
Next game, I know I got the L for sure. It was the Fins versus the Patriots. What was the spread on this one?
The Fins and the Patriots. Let's see. Miami -2.
Oh yeah, for sure. I took the L on this one.
Yeah, you got the L and I got the dub.
Because scam. Oh my god.
If Cam Newton has a job next season, Dan Bailey should fucking have a job for the rest of his life. If that's the case, if that's the kind of product you're gonna bring, the type of garbage you're gonna have here in the NFL with Scam Newton like that, fucking Dan Bailey's fucking absolved after all that shit that he pulled off last week. Cam Newton should not be in the NFL if this is the garbage he's producing at all. Period.
For sure, man. And they could have won.
Lucky,
and they could have won.
Be lucky that Cam Newton has won this many games and fucked all of New England's hope of going after fucking Sunshine. Thank you, Jesus Christ, because they do not deserve a player like that. Not at all. But they can go get a couple other good quarterbacks out there. As long as they don't get Trevor Lawrence, fuck New England.
Right.
That's all I'm gonna say.
And so we get.
Hey, fuck you too, Sonny Michel, you piece of shit.
Sonny Michel, they carry 74 yards. He's back. And then Jacoby Myers, man.
Back for what?
Jacoby Myers, 7 receptions, 111 yards, no touchdowns though. I mean, to be honest, that's pretty impressive. The fact that we're considering that Xavier Howard and I guess Byron Jones are over there, and they still managed to yak up some yards. But like I said, with Cam Newton at the helm, New England, you're not even gonna compete in that division.
Nope, that's it. The reign of terror over there in the AFC East is done.
Exactly.
That's the wrap.
And because
that shit is now that's owned by Buffalo now.
And because look at this, man. Tua Tagovailoa, 20 completions, 26 yards. 26 completions, 145 yards, 0 touchdowns, and 1 interception with 2 sacks.
I'm fucking embarrassed just looking at those fucking stats. And they think that's their savior? And they're saying 2 of this, 2 of that? Dog, I've been telling you that defense right there is legit.
Yeah.
That's the only reason anything that they're in is because that defense carried them. But what happens when they see KC?
I'm telling you, they're gonna be a one and done. They're
gonna get their shit pushed in. Is what the fuck? That's what's gonna
happen. It's
gonna
be a one.
When they see KC, they're gonna get their shit pushed in.
Yeah. And then
definitely.
And then Salvin Ahmed, their savior, 23 carries, 122 yards, and 1 tutty. And then Breda actually got 12 carries and 86 yards. And then Tua, the man, the myth, the vulture himself. This is the vulture of the week, bro. 3 carries, 9 yards, and 2 touchdowns. You can't get more vulture than that, bro.
He's over there taking fucking money away from people's mouth. Like, that's fucked up,
bro.
That should have been that should have been Breda's pay dirt right there. That should have been Breda's payday.
And that's what I'm saying.
Ahmed payday.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, man. And then once again,
but but no, I'm gonna put this out there to those people because there's somebody in our fantasy chat. He knows who he is. Always screaming about 2 of this, 2 of that.
That's the funny thing. So, I told him last time, I'm like, hey, bro, just don't talk in the chat because you're the jinx. You're the jinx to your own team.
Most definitely.
And so this week, this week he didn't talk to us. So Miami won. So I think that's gonna be his ritual moving on forward.
No, I'm gonna make sure I call him out. So I'm letting you know right now. Yeah. And I haven't seen you talk anything about Tua anymore. This and that. Like he done something special, or he legit. I'll tell you right now, he's a dumpster fire.
Yeah,
he's a dumpster. I'm speaking directly to this person right here. Tua Tagovailoa is a dumpster fire. He is not a legit quarterback. He is not your quarterback of the future.
No.
Go find another quarterback.
And I think they are because they have 3 first-round picks, I believe. So they have the Texans.
Shit.
I forgot what else they have.
I just thought of this, dude. What if they give up a king's ransom for it?
If they give up a king's ransom for Sunshine,
it could happen.
No doubt next year, Dolphins take the division.
That's true.
Not Super Bowl, but they will take the division. They will take the division.
Division, yes.
And I would do it. Shoot, for a once-in-a-lifetime generation type player, I'm trading away all my first-round picks, and I'll give you Nick.
Yeah, because that's basically your first-round pick right there. Get those 3 out of there and get Trevor Lawrence. Any team would bite.
Any team I would take it. I would be like, oh,
hell yeah,
here you go, sir.
If I was Jacksonville, hell fucking yeah.
Here you go, sir.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. Here you go.
So, Jacksonville definitely needs a whole makeover. Gardner Minshew, I mean, he still got his 22 completion out of 29 attempts, 2 touchdowns. So, but he got sacked 5 times against this Baltimore Ravens defense that I think is decent.
Hold on. Sup? We're not on that game. We're still on the Patriots Dolphin game,
Oh,
bro.
my bad. Because you
Yeah,
said Jacksonville, so my head,
yeah. Well, we're talking about the
I'm
yeah.
sorry, my head ran when you said Jacksonville. Uh,
No, we were still. I was just talking about Miami's
oh,
ransom
okay.
that could gonna
But
get
yeah,
some more big. Oh
other than that, for next year, I think maybe Ahmed is somebody that I would look into because I think.
no, no. That's Gaskin's
Well, we'll
job.
see how
I'm
Gaskin
telling you
ends
that.
up. I want to see playoff Gaskin.
Well,
I want to see
well,
playoff Gaskin.
Gaskin is on COVID-19 right now, so it sucks, but that's Gaskin's job when it starts.
Yeah,
You'll
I
see.
want to see us, but I want to see Gaskin. Playoff Gaskin. That'll show me who the
Yeah,
real Gaskin is. But now
for sure.
moving on to Baltimore versus Jacksonville. I think we both took upset. What was it? Plus 17 Jacksonville.
Plus, we both took plus 12 and a half
Oh, 12 and a half.
Jacksonville.
Yeah.
Did we super
We
lost?
super lost.
Oh yeah, we super
We
fucking
super
lost.
lost. Let's see by how much it was.
40-14.
Hold on.
40-14.
Let's see what the spread was at the end of
The
it.
spread was 12 and a half.
Yeah, we lost. Yeah,
We didn't even come
not
close.
even close.
Like, not
They
even
won by
close.
26. But
Yeah.
Minshew, if New England isn't able to get Mac Jones, which I mean, you've heard me preach here that they definitely need to get him, then I don't know. I mean, I don't know. Jacksonville should probably trade Garner Minshew to the Patriots. I think Minshew would be a great product for Bill Belichick.
He would definitely be a great product for Bill Belichick up there.
Yeah.
I definitely could see him make magic up that way. But me personally, I don't want to see New England succeed anymore. I've seen all the success for 20 plus years, dude. I don't want to see that shit no more. I got tired of seeing that shit. Granted, though, I did made a lot of money. Thank God to Tom Brady, the GOAT. He made me a lot of money. So that's the plus side. I made a ton of money with the GOAT ski. Bad side is fuck New England. So it's like
Yeah. And then the person that took a big hit here, obviously, was James Robinson, because if you can't keep the defense honest to the aerial attack, they just gonna stuff the box on you.
And that's exactly what
16
happened.
carries, 35 yards. For him, he is someone that I think is a diamond in the rough, not top 10. But this year, you cannot deny that this guy has definitely helped out a bunch of teams that were in desperate need of a running back.
Yep,
but DJ Chark, 4 receptions, 53 yards. I'm starting to think he's a bust, man, because he ain't really doing much as a number one. Tyler Eifert, once again, my dog should have never gone to Jacksonville. He should have even stayed with Cincinnati.
He should have gone to Dallas.
He should have came to
Dallas.
He would have stayed at Cincy, he would have had a much better chance with Burrow and company.
Well, Cincinnati wasn't going to re-sign him already. We knew that, and I know Dallas was in talks of trying to get him to go over to Dallas.
Oh, dude, can you imagine? Your tight ends right now are flourishing. He would have been top 5 tight end in fantasy if Dak Prescott was still playing. But Laviska Shenault Jr. outperformed a little bit DJ Chark. He had 5 receptions, obviously less yards, 43 yards, but still, he's getting more looks than him. He got 6 targets as opposed to 5, and he hauled in almost all of them. So Laviska, we keep saying Laviska he's a rookie too, man. Is he one of the best wide receiver rookies? I don't think so, but he is one of the most special rookies, to come out of that draft. He's better than Rager, I will say that. So
better than Rager, yeah, definitely, yeah, 100.
And then Lamar Jackson, he came to play obviously against a very depleted team for the Jacksonville Jaguars on the defense side. 243 yards, 3 touchdowns. I mean, he still got intercepted, bro, and 1 sack. Would people say it's concerning? I would, because this was the Jacksonville Jaguars. He should have had a flawless game with a higher QBR.
Definitely.
So, and then J.K. Dobbins, we keep saying this is his job, man. 14 carries, 64 yards, and 1 touchdown.
Bye, Mark Ingram.
We said it.
Bye.
We said Dobbins.
Bye.
We said Dobbins was the guy that next year, diamond in the rough running back.
Yep.
And then
Definitely.
Marquise Brown. Oh, Marquise, you have to play a terrible secondary unit for you to have a big game. 6 receptions, 98 yards, no tutties. I'm not impressed.
I'm not. I have been really disappointed on Marquise Brown, big time. Dude.
Oh yeah.
For all the talk and all the show that you were all about when you got drafted and you came out with your Hollywood chain, like, oh, I'm the chain, I got my chain gang, and I'm the man, and this and that. You've been really mediocre to me. Mediocre. He's mediocre.
Yeah. James
Hollywood Brown. I'll say it right here. You've been mediocre, bro. Mediocre, straight out.
Yeah. And then we have Super Mario saying James Robinson with Lawrence. Let's go. Yes, sir. That would be scary. There's a bunch of good running backs. Well, I think
That would definitely and Chark.
yeah, and Chark and LaVisca. And then if they manage to get another tight end, dude, it's a wrap. And then, like I said, for next year, I would look into J.K. Dobbins as a diamond in the rough running back. If you like to particularly draft your tight end first, wide receiver first, obviously those running backs are like hotcakes, man. They're gone in an instant. Mark Andrews, I think he's maybe a top 4 tight end. We got to see. He had 5 receptions, 66 yards, and 1 tutty. Caught everything his way. But the reason I say that is because I don't trust Lamar Jackson to always find him.
But he's always going to be a red zone threat, dude. Anytime that's Lamar Jackson's go-to when they're in the red zone, dude. And that's where, to me, that's where it really stands out, especially during fantasy football time.
Yeah.
And not only that, also this is going to look good on his contract year once he comes about.
Yes, sir.
And best believe I got plenty to talk about that.
Is he worth it? Absolutely not. Is he going to get paid though?
We'll see.
Absolutely.
We will see. We will see. And that's a conversation I'm going to rant about in a few.
All right. So now. The Houston Texans versus the Colts. What's the spread on that one? Colts should have been -3, no? Because this was
Houston was +7.5.
Oh my goodness! I definitely lost by 0.5. So I won one by 0.5. I lost one by 0.5.
Yep. We both took the L right here. We both took Indy.
And they could have had it too.
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, there's a lot of bright side here, and there's a lot of downside. But Deshaun Watson, bright side, he had 2 interceptions. Two touchdowns, no interceptions. 33 out of 41. He had 5 sacks though. So I think Texans, they definitely on this offseason need to spend money on tackles and on guards.
Definitely.
And then, dude, the draft that's coming up. There's one guy. I mean, Texans don't have a first round, but if this guy slips to them, I think they should get him. And I don't know if he's gonna slip, but what was his name? The kid out of Alabama.
Oh, yeah, I know which one you're talking about. Like I said, this is a conversation when we start having our mock drafts. We'll talk about it and we'll dive deeper into it because I know exactly what you're talking about.
Yeah, we'll do 2. We'll do one where what we think is the best fits for each team, but what we actually think that teams may do.
Definitely, yeah.
So, but Deshaun Watson, obviously, Deshaun Watson, bright side.
Before you go any further, best believe Dallas is going to do something stupid. So if they need a lineman, best believe for them to fucking take a kicker in the first round. Something stupid. That's Jerry Jones' model. Anyways, let's continue.
Oh, my goodness. But like I said, Deshaun Watson still had an upside, 2 touchdowns. Like I said, no interceptions. David Johnson, DJ is done. I told you. I mean, I said it. Trade him. That remember when he was super hot? I said trade him.
Yep.
Trade that man.
Trade him right away.
And then nobody listened to us, and a lot of people, they held on tight, kind of like when we said Jonnu Smith should have been traded. But, yeah, exactly.
Brandon, I haven't seen him in a while.
But DJ, he got receptions from the backfield, man. 11 receptions, under 6 yards. That's 10 points. So I believe he got 13 points off of just the backfield, but I don't think as a running back, a scrimmage yard running back, red zone, I don't think he's gonna be the guy, and he would be someone that next year will be cautious. When it comes to wide receivers and tight ends over there, I don't trust anybody. Definitely. So there's no future in it. And then Phillip Rivers, I think this will be his only years with the Colts. So next year, that kid from BYU could actually be good for Indy.
Yeah, he could definitely.
But dude,
plug and play. Yeah, he's one of those type of players that you can plug him into that system and he'll play really nicely right there.
And then that's when next year I would say Jonathan Taylor goes from diamond in the rough to top 10. Depending on what happens in the quarterback situation, Jonathan Taylor will be a top 10 running back. If not, he's going to be one of those diamond in the rough running backs again.
Definitely.
But he got 16 carries, 83 yards, and 1 touchdown.
Definitely came into play, especially in your semis.
Yeah. And then Nyheim Hines is obviously going to be the backup. I wonder what's going to happen with who was their starting running back at the beginning of the year?
Marlon Mack. And this is exactly what we talked about. They're having the Detroit Lions effect over there because they start Taylor, then they switch around with Nyheim Hines, then go back to Taylor.
But I think this is Taylor's field now.
They need to stop doing that because it's not only is it ruining fantasy play, but at the same time it gives the other people, if they cuff them or whatever and they start both them, you make your pay dirt and all that. But when doesn't help out their development, especially with Taylor being in his first year right now over there. And Naheem Himes has already had his shot over there to try to even move or anything like that forward.
Yeah.
So this is definitely hindering his development with Indy's offense and all that. So those those coaches that have multiple running backs, especially if you have a rookie, you got to let your rookie play it out, bro. You cannot
Yeah.
keep pushing a vet behind in front of him and expect him to learn the ropes because guess what? Look at what happened to DeAndre Swift. You kept him in the doghouse for too long and now he's starting to ball out. Granted, yeah, you probably put him in the doghouse to make him learn or anything like that, but guess what? The way you learn best way, hard knock, homie. You got to put him in there.
Exactly, and then I think Zach Pascal also uh, uh, is having a pretty good game. I mean, these wide receivers are having pretty good games over at Indy. But T.Y. Hilton obviously took a seat in the back burner. 4 receptions, 71 yards, no tutties. He's been averaging.
That's the one person I was expecting to show up in the finals, the semis, and he let a lot of people down. But
hey. So next year, I think the only upside would be Jonathan Taylor, and then who would you say was the running back again? I already forgot his name.
Marlon Mack.
Marlon Mack is going to be a hot free agent this offseason, so I don't think the Colts are going to re-sign him. Nope. So I think the best team he could go to be honest, man, is La Familia.
We'll get to La Familia in a few because I got definitely something to say. I had a bone to pick with one of them from La Familia. I actually posted it up on our Twitter, and I put it up also in our F and Dudes chat right there, in our fantasy football chat.
So we're gonna go through these quickly because there's a lot of games we got to get through, and we can't get through every single one of them. But we're just gonna give what we picked, and then any future players that we see. That will be of value. So Detroit Lions for Tennessee. I believe we both had the Titans, right?
Let's see. We took Detroit plus 11.
Oh, really?
Yeah, we took Detroit plus 11, and we super fucking lost on that one.
Oh, we lost it that one. I could have sworn we picked the Titans, but
we lost.
No, this week was a bad week, but
the Matrix got us.
But like I said, we're only gonna talk about the players for next year because we're already on finals, and I don't think there's anything we could say at this point. But like we said, DeAndre Swift is one of those diamond in the rough running backs for next year. Could possibly sneak into our top 10, but he is someone that next year I am looking forward towards seeing him. Derrick Henry, top 5 running back next year.
If not, the number 1 running back next season.
And Ryan Tannehill was I believe, top 10 quarterback. So I think next year again, top 10. Corey Davis is definitely a diamond in the rough wide receiver.
Great number 2.
Yeah.
Great number 2 receiver.
Yeah, and then Jonnu Smith is one of those diamond in the rough tight ends.
Garbage. I'm gonna throw him in the trash can. That dude's straight garbage.
AJ Brown, he's worthy of
that man's an animal.
I would say number 6. As of right now, I think number 6 would be his right number. Not top 5, but I don't also see him at the end of top 10.
We'll get to that. We'll get to that once we dissect all the numbers.
And then next year, I think the Lions need to draft a wide receiver. I don't know what they're going to do with the quarterback depth, but there's no one that has upside. Marvin Jones, he had a pretty good game.
Too late.
Yeah, but like you said, it's a little too late. A lot of people dropped him. They didn't trust him anymore. But I think we could also accumulate all that mistrust into Patricia now that he's gone. So interviews for head coaching jobs start tomorrow.
Thank God.
So maybe the Lions,
because they need him. They need it now.
Yeah, I don't know if the Lions are going to keep their current coach, whoever's interim coach, but I would definitely I would say screw it and go look for somebody else. So we both definitely mega lost on that one.
Super lost.
And then now over to La Familia, so Ian could have his quick rant.
We can get it out the way. All right.
So we can get everything. But next year, Raheem Mostert, I don't know, his future looks like it's up in the air next year.
So I have a bone to pick with Raheem Mostert here. Let me pull that up. So I can read it word for word, so that way I can make sure that I get this quote correctly because I don't want to get it wrong. So Raheem Mostert posted on his Twitter account that, and for the millionth time, players don't care about your fantasy football team. This is our real life. Okay, and I responded to that in kind because I get it. 100% I respect any football player that steps inside those chalks. I played ball a long time ago, so I know what it's really like about stepping inside the chalk and putting your body on the line for something like that. You can actually get really hurt, career ending, and then then you got to start thinking about how you're going to take care of your family and so on and so forth. I get that 100%, and I respect the way he said it like that. But here is the thing: you're playing in a league that is stat driven, and for you to talk like that is fucking nonsensical for me to hear that. So I replied in kind, because this is exactly what he did. I said, says a player who held out to get paid since he put up stats in playoffs last season. So correct me if I'm wrong right here. Raheem Mostert, this past season, before the season started, decided to hold out because he wanted to get paid more because he performed. Now you want to talk about you don't care about our fantasy football team or anything like that? Think about it, dog. Think about it straight out, because it sounds like you're a double standard right there, bro. Paid because people are looking at you to perform? Come on, dog. You're in the NFL for a reason, bro. You're in there to perform. If you're not there to perform or anything, step the fuck out of the NFL. Stay away from the chalk line. Hey, do what you're doing exactly right now. Stay on the sideline, bro. Straight out. Stay on the sideline. Hey, why are you going to be complaining about getting paid a little extra cheddar? If you're not going to perform and you're going to talk about that, stay on the sideline. Come out here. We can watch a game together. I'll you can have a beer. I'll have a fucking soda. Hey, we'll watch a game and we can definitely dissect any football game. Hey, I got no quarrel with Raheem Mostert whatsoever. I have utmost respect for him, and I was vouching for him. You guys heard it from me from the beginning. He wanted to get paid. He deserved to get paid. I called it. I was wrong about that because he got hurt, and look at that. But guess what? I vouched for him from the get-go. I wanted him to get paid. When he got paid, I was really happy for him because that's a good dude. He performed. He showed up. Guess what? Now you don't want to care about my fantasy football? Why do you want to get paid? Let me know. At any given moment's notice. Talk to me. Let me know, because I would love to have this conversation with Mostert anytime, any place, anywhere. Hey, shoot, we can get him on the call here anytime if that ever happens or anything like that. Definitely. Because it's not to diss him or anything, but it's just, you got to see it from two sides, two different perspectives. Because once again, you are in a league where it's stat driven. If you cannot perform, you're going to get 86th.
Mm-hmm. And then over here we have a comment by Super Mario that says that AJ Dillon could be a thing. Yes. Yeah. And that's what and that's what we said, that Aaron Jones is on his contract year, I believe, and we said that they don't need him. They could keep Jamal Williams for cheap, and then they could put AJ Dillon in there.
That dude's fucking legs look like a fucking tree trunks, dude. Fuck that, dude. I don't want to.
So that's all we said. That's what we said. Aaron Jones next year. I think he's on his way out. I think the perfect fit for him would be Atlanta. But let's see. Moving on now. Brandon Ayuk is like we said. We're just gonna stick quickly. Brandon Ayuk next year, I think, will be a top 10 wide receiver. 9 receptions, 73 yards, and 1 tutty. And then he had 13 targets, bro. And then they still used him. Did they use him in the running game? Mm-hmm. No, they used him in jet sweep and all that stuff.
They use them in the jet sweep options always, dude.
Yeah, so that's what I'm saying. Like, I think Ayuk next year, I thought as the schedule got harder, he was not going to do as well. But, hey, he's proving. I know he was going to be good, but I didn't know he was going to perform this good, especially with Nick Mullins at the quarterback position.
This man was almost the stud muffin of the week for me this week right here, because he came in, he subbed in, and he came out like a hero, bro. Tony Pollard right here, 12 carries, 69 yards, and 2 tutties right there. Definitely fucking carried some people to the championship game. Whoever picked up Tony Pollard, respect for you for believing in that boy.
And this is one thing
that new product.
And then this is what Ink said, man. When you draft Zeke, make sure you get Tony Pollard. Ink said that.
Cuff it, baby.
And next year, I mean, I will be honest, bro. I think I would, especially with the high salary that Zeke has on this team, I would trade him, to be honest.
No.
If you're able to get a first round pick, would you do it?
No.
Not even for a first round?
No, because a lot of it also had to do with our O-line was basically out this whole season, dude.
Well,
so
it
really hurt with that. But hey, if you come over here and you sling me a little sunshine my way, I don't mind giving you Zeke. Hey, I got no problem with that.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. So CeeDee Lamb played against a bum Richard Sherman, 5 receptions, 85 yards, no tutty. Like I said, Michael Gallup got the touchdown, and then Dalton Schultz, which we think is an emerging tight end,
And
and he was even better when Dak Prescott was in.
definitely.
So he's someone to look into next year.
Well,
Maybe
we'll see
top
if Jeff,
10,
we'll see if
definitely
Jeff
diamond in the
we'll
rough.
see how Jeff Swain does, or if this is Dalton Schultz's job now to keep.
Yeah. And then you took Dallas always, unbiased. I took La Familia.
Yep.
And then Seattle versus Washington. Who did we take on this one?
In this one, we both took Seattle -5.5.
We lost by 0.5.
See, hey, the Matrix strikes, bro. It's the
Oh
truth. The
my
Matrix is
goodness.
for real.
Message recheck. Well, uh, so Russell Wilson. I think he. If you draft Russell, if you draft Russell Wilson, make sure you draft a backup quarterback to take his spot towards playoff time.
Because this dude is collapsing. Never mind. I was gonna say something, but yeah.
Hashtag trade Zeke. Yeah. Hashtag trade Zeke.
Yeah. I don't wish ill on any players or anything like that. So that's why I stopped my track.
Yeah, and then Chris Carson, 15 carries, 63 yards. Is he worth it? I don't think so because look at Carlos Hyde, 2 carries, 55 yards, and 1 touchdown. So the old head beat out the young head.
Yep.
And then Metcalf, like I said, if Wilson doesn't have, obviously he's the quarterback. So if Wilson doesn't have a big game, Metcalf and Lockett don't have a big game.
Yep.
5 receptions, 43 yards. That was Metcalf. Lockett, 4 receptions, 34 yards. Washington, I'm telling you guys, Jack Del Rio, man, that's the truth, especially with Ron Rivera. And I kept saying this, Ron Rivera to the Cowboys, Ron Rivera to the Cowboys. I tried to preach it into existence. And nope, instead, guess what?
We super lost.
You guys super lost. Washington is holding their own against big name teams. Once again, Dwayne Haskins, look what he does when he comes back. 1 tutty, 2 interceptions, and 4 sacks. Okay.
How? So you decided to let him sling the rock 55 times, huh?
Yeah, and then Logan.
You know how stupid that is? Do you have any idea how fucking stupid that is?
Yeah.
He almost threw the rock. He threw the rock halfway past 100 to get 100. Like seriously, why you letting him throw the rock? He's a horrible player. He does not know. He can't read shit. And this is what you want to do?
Yeah, and then I think they found their tight end, Washington, and Logan Thomas, man. 13 receptions, 101 yards. McLaurin, he still had his big game without a trustworthy quarterback, and Washington needs a quarterback too in this upcoming draft. Or, like I said, there's a lot of players who are going to be tradable for each team. And then what was the rookie running back? Gibson. Gibson is definitely
Antonio Gibson.
He's going to be a diamond in the rough running back. If he's not top 10 for me, but he will be sneaky good for after all the top 10 running backs are taken.
I'll say it here. Next season, Gibson will have more points and more yards than Chris Carson. I'm calling it.
Go for it. I wouldn't doubt it because now they know what they have in him. And he's a rookie. So
definitely.
Quickly, Chicago versus the Minnesota Vikings. What do we have here?
We had. Who did we have? I think we took Minnesota plus 3.5.
Jesus.
Damn,
we lost by 2 points. we're barely losing though, so I'm happy about that.
We're barely losing. My ass shit. The Matrix is definitely.
It hit this weekend.
Wait till we get to that one specific game, and we can talk about that because your boy definitely got finesse.
In that game, I have stud muffin of the week and cheeks of the week. But quickly, like I said, because we're about to hit the hour mark. Mitchell Trubisky playing like a decent quarterback.
Decent quarterback. He's still a bum.
David Montgomery,
saved the day.
MVP.
David Montgomery saving the day.
MVP for playoff run for a lot of owners.
MVP, yeah.
32
definitely.
Carries, 100. Oh, what was that, Ink? You sounded happy to say his name.
David Montgomery. I'm finally happy because he actually. No, but hey, I'll show you. I'll show you the numbers on that semis that I was in, and you'll see why.
But you're happy though. But hey,
I was happy. I was definitely happy with him.
He's your boy for week 15. He's your boy for week 15.
Hey, he's my boy for week 15. This week,
okay.
you my boy, David Montgomery. But after that, I still hate on them. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying?
Give me a good finals run.
Hey, he hooked it. No, he hooked it up, and definitely, I give him his respect. Like, but we'll talk about that later.
Yeah, and then so Allen Robinson next year, depending on once again, this is all quarterback driven. Robinson is going to be a top 10 pick in my opinion because he has consistently coming close to getting over 100 yards, 200 yards, and with a touchdown. But it's all a matter of what the quarterback does. And then Kirk Cousins, man, I don't like this guy anymore. Kirk Cousins cannot throw the ball. He overthrew Justin Jefferson for 2 touchdowns in the red zone. So Jefferson should have actually had a 20-plus game. But congratulations to our boy, what we called it here, Pro Bowler, Justin Jefferson, man. Rookie of the Year.
Get it, Justin Jefferson. Definitely. We called it here. And that to me, that's our Rookie of the Year right there. I get it. A lot of people don't really think maybe it should be more of a quarterback, and it's I could see that, but this guy has just been complete. He completely has exploded all over the NFL. His stats, the way that he's been producing for Minnesota when they needed him the most, and to try to help this team to actually get into striking distance to get into the playoff. The reason they're not in there is exactly what you just said. They need a quarterback a little bit more accurate that will not miss these throws, especially when you have a player that caliber of Justin Jefferson.
And not scared to sling the rock, man, because Kirk Cousins, he takes too long to make a decision when he's outside the pocket. He's like, should I? Maybe. I'll do it.
That's when he gets in trouble and gets either he gets hit really hard or you're gonna get that pick.
Or he throws a duck.
That's exactly what he does. He holds onto the rock too much and he overthinks about where he's gonna throw it. Yeah. Don't do it. Just sling the rock. And if you sling it Justin Jefferson's way, best believe good things are gonna happen.
And then Irv Smith Jr. next year, he's going to be a diamond in the rough tight end, depending on the quarterback situation. Because even though he had 3 receptions, 37 yards, he had a touchdown. But it came down to one of those issues where Kirk Cousins took too long. He took 5 seconds to pull the trigger, and even 1 second is a lot in the NFL. But he took 5 seconds to get him, and then after that, Irv Smith had to adjust to his lame duck, and he obviously dropped it. But like I said, he is going to be a diamond in the rough tight end. He's not going to be top 10. But he will be a diamond in the rough depending on who's the quarterback over there. And then Dalvin Cook, I still think he's probably going to be he's top 5 for sure, no doubt about it next year.
1 and 2, you'll hear it here first. Henry Cook 1 and 2 next year.
And then McCaffrey would be 3, and then Barkley would go to 4, and then Zeke, if you want, let's be nice to him, he'll go into 5.
No, he's not in the 5.
But I know his stock has dropped significantly. Nobody's going to trust him. And now quickly over to Atlanta versus Tampa Bay. What was the spread on this one?
This one was Tampa Bay -6.
Tampa Bay -6. Oh, so they were underdogs?
No, you gave up 6 points with Tampa Bay.
So you gave it to Atlanta. Who did we have for this one?
We lost.
We gave it to Tampa?
We took Tampa Bay -6, yeah. So we lost.
PTSD, man.
Although Tom Brady decided to show up this game.
Yeah. And so did Fournette. 14 carries,
There's a Fournette sighting this season?
14 carries, 49 yards, and 2 tutties.
No wonder, one of my buddies in one of the fantasy leagues was talking so much shit about Fournette, and he decided to show up, huh?
Yeah.
What a bum.
And so Mike Evans, 6 receptions, 110 yards, no tutties. Antonio Brown decided to play 5 receptions, 93 yards, and 1 tutty.
Welcome to the NFL, Antonio Brown.
Next year, I think Mike Evans, for me, is going to be a very, 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 very late pick because he's been super inconsistent this year, averaging, I think, like 8 points, no?
I think this may be because of Bruce Arians' system and all that, but hey, what do I know?
And then Matty Ice decided to play 2 with 3 tutties. Next year, he's bye-bye. And then this is why I say that Aaron Jones or Marlon Mack should go to Atlanta because Edo Smith only got 6 carries, 24 yards. Matt Ryan was the second leading rusher, and then Todd Gurley had 1 carry, -1 yards.
That should definitely tell you, hey, it's time to hang it up, Todd Gurley.
And then next year, Calvin Ridley, top 10 wide receiver.
He's the number 1 receiver now in Atlanta.
And Russell Gage, we said it. He's going to be a diamond in the rough. Number 2. So
at Atlanta, do yourself a favor. Go get yourself a high draft pick and trade away Julio Jones right now, before the season ends. Make sure you secure a draft pick when you can for him.
So now moving on quickly to the next game, the Cardinals versus the Eagles. What do we got over here?
Let's see.
what was our assessment?
Arizona was minus 6.5 points.
And
You
what did we
took
take?
Philly. You took Philly plus 6.5, and Arizona minus 6.5.
Woo! So I won by point 0.5.
Hold on.
Did I?
28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 30. No,
Nah.
no. Arizona covered the 6.5.
No, they didn't.
7 points.
Oh, did they?
26-33.
Oh,
That's
you're
7 points.
right. I was
Arizona
thinking so.
covered
I
the
said,
spread.
dang, I lost again by point. All right.
K K1.
K1. And then Jalen Hurts, man.
Jalen Hurts. Holy shit.
3 touchdowns, 0 interceptions, but he got sacked 6 times.
Hey,
Uh,
Philly has a tough decision now to make between
I'm
Hurts
trading
and
Wentz.
Wentz.
I'm trading Wentz. And then
That's a good
where I
one.
want to
Yeah,
see Wentz, I want to see him with the Colts.
that'd be a nice one. That's very scary.
Blame Noodle Arm. I will blame Noodle Arm. Believe me, if the Colts get Carson Wentz, I'm telling you that division will be the hardest when if you're able to get sunshine on that Miami Dolphins, because then you have Miami.
Uh,
Oh no, not Miami. Oh yeah, you have
Jacksonville.
Miami. Was it? No. Oh yeah,
Well,
Jacksonville.
if the
Oh
trade
yeah, that's right.
ransom, like the King's ransom, yeah.
Yeah.
If this is just hypothetically, if the Miami Dolphins decide to give all three number one picks to sling them on over to Jacksonville for sunshine, hey,
Yeah.
that would definitely be a division to actually compete, because then you have sunshine in Miami, you have Carson Wentz in Indy, and then you have Watson over there in Texans. Like,
Oh no! Oh
dog,
yeah, Miami,
that's a
Miami.
scary ass.
Sorry, my because Jacksonville would
But
get all those
that
picks, and so they would be able to
yeah.
build up a team. So that's what I'm saying. Like that whole division would be scary.
And
But
that's like we just said. It's just complete hypotheticals that we're
mm,
saying. And we're not saying any rumors, no nothing like that. It's
mm,
just we're just throwing it out there
yeah,
as what it could be.
yeah, and then next year, Miles Sanders, diamond in the rough player, not top 10 for me yet.
Man,
Diamond in the
fuck
rough,
Miles Sanders.
diamond in the rough. I am not taking him in
Fuck Miles
as a
Sanders. I'm
top
gonna
10.
say it straight out, dude. If you come from Philly, man, fuck the Eagles too.
Yeah, and then Zach Ertz decided to play 2 receptions, 69 yards. Alshon
So you,
Jeffrey decided to
who?
play two
Who?
receptions, 63 yards with his
This bum is out there.
yeah, and with his longest one being 30, hauling in for a 39.
Sure.
Jeffrey's alive. And then after that, we can maybe it's looking like Rager's getting some production with Hertz, but I don't think he's still the best because I think Hertz is able to buy time by moving, so that's
Yeah.
definitely helped them out a lot. And then
That's one of the things that Hertz was able to do in college. He was able to get extend the plays and actually be able to make sure that if he extends the plays that he'll find the right playmaker for the right spot. That's what he's doing right there in Philly.
yeah,
So
and
the Hertz, much respect for him. He's actually showcasing his talent that he had both at
yeah.
Alabama and at Oklahoma.
Next year he better be a backup though because apparently was it with the coach can't win a chip with a starting quarterback. Only with his backups. But then K1 came to play still. He could definitely be a top 5, maybe. Maybe I think he's still a top 10 QB. Chase Edmonds underperformed. Kenyon Drake underperformed. Hopkins is the one that came to ball out and play. 9 receptions.
They decided to use it to him.
And then
And
quickly, because like I said, we can go on to the other games. This is what happens when you give Hopkins contested footballs. If you looked at that game, it was contested footballs all day, every day for Hopkins,
and he'll get them.
and that's how he plays. Oh, Murray, you finally learned. And then
we've been saying, let him go, let him get those 50-50 balls. He'll get it.
mm,
Just trust.
and then
Big trust.
and then
Don't see me.
Dan Arnold, maybe an emerging tight end.
Mhm.
And so, other than that, next year I think K1 will definitely be. I could see him going though top 5, but I would definitely wait. If he's still there, if he's the 7th quarterback waiting, take him at 7.
Yep.
But now going on over to the Jets versus the Rams. Who do we have on this one?
We both took the Jets plus 17.5, and this is where Vegas definitely bent over. Thank
Oh
God.
yeah,
They shoved
we
it.
were happy
They
about
shoved
this
it
one.
all into fucking Vegas with this one, and I was
Yeah,
so
and then-
happy to see this because tell me again how Jared Goff is a top 5 quarterback after this loss. Tell me again.
He's not.
I want the person to come and talk to me and actually please tell me how you let a team that has not won win a game. when they call
Who
you top
purposely
five,
lost.
you're a top
Who
five
purposely
quarterback.
lost.
You're a top five quarterback. Show me what you got. Oh wait, you can't because you suck dick this game. This is what you did. You suck dick against the Jets. And guess what? I'd be damn shame if I was a Rams fan. Don't even show up. You lost to the Jets.
Yeah, I know a lot of Jets fans. I mean, a lot of Rams fans because obviously we're out by that region.
How many of
And
them were
nobody
out?
posted up
How many of
anything.
them were out and
Nobody,
about? I didn't see not one damn
nobody.
Rams jersey this week. And
I
I'm
didn't see
damn
one
happy it
Rams
wasn't because I
post.
don't want to see a goddamn Rams jersey. And if you have a golf jersey, go burn that shit. Go burn that. Or go get your money back
Yeah,
for that shit because that shit's
and
garbage.
then and then next year was people said that Cam Akers was the truth, and
Who?
then we were kind of believing a little bit, but then this is the reason why we don't believe in him. 15 carries, 63 yards against the Jets team that has allowed over 130 yards in rushing. I think even more possibly. Um, Tyler Higbee was definitely destined to have not a monstrous game, but a pretty good game because, like I said, the Jets do not have a linebacker to cover anything, especially with C.J. Mosley opting out this year. And then Robert Woods looks like he's going to be the number one option always for the Rams, man.
Yep.
It's a damn shame too. So now we're almost done here quickly. Now we got KC versus New Orleans. I think we both took KC, or how did that go?
I took KC minus 3.5. You took New Orleans plus 3.5.
So I won this one by half.
Yes, you got
Okay.
it. Yeah,
So
you got it by half.
so Mahomes looked very sus. He got sacked again 4 times. But it's Mahomes, and
It's not how many times you get sacked or any of that stuff. It's the final outcome of what you produce
yeah,
in that
but
game.
like I said, this just shows me also that the Chiefs are beatable. It's not
They are.
impossible. So this is why I love that no longer the Patriots are the powerhouse, and people want to say the Chiefs are a powerhouse, but they've been winning close games. I mean, a win's a win, but it shows me and every NFL team out there that Mahomes and company are beatable, even when he has a monstrous game.
But before we go any further, right there, I want to just come out and just say to Clyde Edwards-Helaire, we're praying for you, big dog. I saw that play right there, man. We're praying for you, man. Speedy recovery for you, bro. And
Hopefully he's playoff.
he's
He's football playoff ready. And Clyde Edwards-Helaire.
no, he's done. He's done for this
Oh, is
season.
he? Oh, they
So,
announced it. Okay,
yeah, he's
but
done. Yeah, he's
but
done.
he's still. I think he's still one of the better running backs. The fact
He is.
that this O line hasn't done any justice. 14 carries, 79 yards, with his longest one being 16 carries. I mean, 16 yards. Pretty impressive
Yeah.
against a stingy
Yeah.
New Orleans team. And then they held Kelsey under 100 yards, but he still got his tutty.
Finally, somebody's able to do something like that. Yeah.
So he got like 14 points, 15 points. Sammy Watkins got a little bit more sugar than Tyreek Hill, but Tyreek Hill got that red zone look.
Yes, sir.
Nicole Hardman, I still think he's super sus. But next year, definitely Tyreek. I think he would sneak into those top 5 wide receiver spot.
He will.
And then Drew Brees, not a bad game. 3 touchdowns, 1 interception, 1 sack. Alvin Kamara did not perform his best against this suspicious KC team. 11 carries,
Who?
50.
The Camaro?
Yeah,
Yeah, fuck that
11
Camaro.
carries, 54 yards. But he did damage control on the air. 3 receptions, 40 yards. Emmanuel Sanders, the old man himself, got a little bit of loving. And then Lil Jordan Humphrey got some sugar. Latavius Murray got some sugar as well.
He showed up.
So other than that, like I said, next year Latavius Murray is going to be a stash. I think because any given moment it's going to be his backfield. And then Michael Thomas is a bum. He's a nominee for Cheeks of the Year.
Oh, we're nominating him,
Yep,
huh? For him being a buster of not wanting to play and now over there just talking shit with his teammates and all that. So, yeah, you know what? I agree with you. He might be Cheeks of the Year.
He's a nominee right now. We have a lot of Cheeks of the Week. Baker Mayfield versus the Giants. What do we have here? I think I took the Browns, though.
We took Cleveland -5, and that's a dub.
It's landslide.
Landslide.
Baker Mayfield looking like the quarterback he was supposed to look coming out of the Sooners.
Yes. Definitely.
I'm happy for him. He had a lot of issues, a lot of character issues, but now it looks like he's calmed down a little bit. But 2 touchdowns, no interceptions, and 1 sack, not bad.
And this is exactly what we talked about having that locker room chemistry that we talked about, and that's something that Baker Mayfield is learning on the job. And I'm really happy for the way that he's starting to produce,
Mhm.
the way he's starting to command that locker
Yeah.
room. Like he's now he is the sound leader of that team.
And then, like we said, we think that Odell Beckham Blade is last down.
Yeah, he ain't gonna be there.
This is Nick Chubb's backfield once again. Stop putting Kareem Hunt in the red zone. That freaking vulture,
Yeah,
vulture of the year,
get
Kareem Hunt.
He's a
Oh, he's a
nominee.
nominee. We'll probably find more.
Yeah,
But Nick Chubb had 15 carries, 50 yards, one touchdown. Kareem Hunt had 7 carries, 21 yards, no touchdowns. And then
thank God.
Rashard Higgins emerging, we said it, as Baker Mayfield's favorite weapon. 4 receptions, 76 yards. And then Jarvis Landry is that luxurious player to have because he had 7 receptions, 61 yards, and 1 tutty. So, and then Donovan People-Jones, 3 receptions, 55 yards. Like, all these players are someone to look for. And then this is the production that we should have gotten from Austin Hooper, but obviously Cleveland was still building up that chemistry. 5 receptions, 41 yards, and 1 touchdown. I said it. If Baker Mayfield is able to play decent, we would have something. And look, he's playing decent, and look what we have now.
Yep.
And then next year, like we said, for the Giants, the only person that I would pick up next year with my top 5 pick, if I had one, would be Saquon Barkley. Because Darius Slayton, I don't know how Danny Dimes is going to be.
Slayton definitely disappointed this season.
But like we said, it was all on the quarterback. You know, he had his amazing games in the beginning, and then he disappeared because they didn't implement him.
Yep.
So I think Slayton should leave New York, but you know, that's neither here or there. So next year, maybe Baker Mayfield, if you're not looking to go deep into a quarterback in your first in the first 10 quarterbacks, Baker Mayfield, I think next year, depending how he finishes off the season, will be a sneaker to be one of your starters. And then the Chubb, the man who gives the Chubb, he is definitely one of the top 5 running backs. I think he takes number 5, and then Zeke takes number 6.
Could be.
And then now,
conversation we got
the last game that definitely hit the Matrix super hard, and this is where we got the stud muffin of the week for me and cheeks of the week for me.
And it goes for me too. We got both the stud muffin and the
okay. So let me say my stud muffin
one.
first. My stud muffin of this game is Ryan Finley. Who would have thought? That's my stud muffin. Who's your stud muffin?
Mine. My stud muffin. I could give it to anybody over there on the Bengals defense, but I'm gonna give it a Von Bell.
Oh, you're gonna give it over there?
I'm gonna go on the defensive side this week and stick it.
Last week I was defense. This week you're defense.
So I'm going defense on this one because guess what? You went and you defended your turf. You seen your boy. Well, we'll talk about that. But Von Bell over there, when it mattered the most, he took care of business. Yeah. He laid wood and made sure that shit fucking came through for them. But everybody else right there on that defensive squad, hey, they played a flawless game. Granted, toward the second half, they were, it was a little bit more suspect, and I was starting to wonder,
but in that fourth quarter,
but then
they did it.
Yeah, they held it together, and that's where, like you said, Philly definitely took care of business. But to me, I'm gonna give it a bell.
And then Zeke first round. Of course, we say Zeke is first round, but we're not saying that he should be your top 5 pick. He should not. If the first 5 running backs are gone and Zeke is one of them, sus. But
I'm definitely.
But if he falls to you after that, pick him up. I'm not.
I'm still going to be really concerned about him putting the rock on the ground.
Yeah.
That's definitely going to always now be in the back of my mind since he's always thinking about it.
But that's why we'll do our reviews heading more towards summer, because then we'll get an idea who's the quarterback, what's happening, et cetera, et cetera.
And all that good stuff.
And then so my cheeks of the week goes to the whole offensive unit of the Pittsburgh Steelers, and 2 particular players that are at the helm of this is Juju Smith-Schuster and Big Ben Roethlisberger.
And you hit my cheeks of the week right there is Juju Smith-Schuster. Go ahead, Juju. Go ahead, dance on another logo again.
Please. I promise you, Mike.
I want to see you get tagged.
Mike Tom,
please do it again.
Hey, no, he wasn't ready.
He wasn't ready, dude. That's why Von Bell came up and bam, put it to you.
Oh
dude.
Yeah. But Cheeseburger, very disappointing as well, bro. Against a
definitely very disappointing.
And he lost me my chip. I will say that right here, right now. 20 completions out of 38 attempts, 1 touchdown, 1 interception, 1 sack, a QBR, bro, of 15. 15. Ryan Finley had a QBR of 79.2, bro. Damn shame. And he threw the ball 13 times. Let that sink in, people. Let that sink in.
That's because one, the defense was take care of business,
Yeah.
and two, this you could it. I came really close. I was debating between one or the other to give for the stud muffin of the
Mm.
week, and this what it could have gone to Bernard.
Yeah.
It really could have gone to Giovanni
Yeah.
Bernard, putting the team on his back, carrying the load, taking care of business when they needed him the most. He took care of it.
Mm-hmm.
So he took care of the rock. So it was really close for me. But to me, it's more of you defend your home
Yeah.
turf. How do you do it?
And they
How
did
does
it.
that and the way that they put the smackdown on Juju Smith-Schuster, I had to give it a bell.
Yeah.
I had to give it a
And
bell.
honestly, I hope Giovanni Bernard stays because him and Joe Mixon, I think, would be a deadly duo with Joe Burrow. And then, like I said, all they
Yep.
got to do now is everything is up in the air. You can either go and get a tight end. They have one, but if you want to have that a security blanket, draft a tight end, in the second, third round. You could definitely get O lineman. That's what I would waste on my first round. Get a tackle for Burrow wherever he's more comfortable going
Yeah,
to.
definitely. Protect Burrow at all
Yeah, and then I
costs.
promise you, next week Burrow is gonna have a big jump. I gotta get props to that, dude. You guys were right about Mixon. Hashtag I lost. We told you this year, don't get him. uh, yeah, but next year I would definitely.
Hold on. Before we go any further, I know what he wants, so I'm gonna hook it up for him. So you know what? This is for you. I love.
What? You drafted Mixon?
No, that's for him because I know he likes
Oh,
hearing that
I
one.
love it.
So I'll hook him up with a.
I love
I
it.
love.
But next
I love.
year I am definitely looking at Joe Mixon, especially with Burrow coming back. Maybe T Higgins. I'm looking at him because we obviously know that he was a big contributor to Burrow's gameplay. So
Definitely.
Higgins is a diamond in the rough wide receiver that I think next year will surprise a lot of people. And then, like I said, Giovanni Bernard. If Mixon comes back, I would stash him if he's available. And
It's a great cup. That was a
yeah,
great cup. Just like Kareem Hunt's a good
yeah,
cup to vulture Chubb. This one's a great cuff right here for mixing with
yeah.
Bernard.
And then
And the same thing's gonna go with Dallas with Zeke and
and
Pollard.
then next year, Deontay Johnson. I think he would be a very very late ninth to 10th round pick. He,
I don't know, but
he
but then again, yeah, he's been dropping a
yeah,
lot of balls his
I
way.
know, but we
That
could
dude.
also, but also,
Where I've been having it all these drop balls almost it's getting him really close to being. It depends on how many balls he drops this week. He might actually be in the nominee for Cheeks of the
Chiefs of
Year.
the year, a nominee for you.
Yeah,
Uh,
yeah, could possibly.
Hey,
Be.
one quick question before we wrap it up here and we give our predictions for next week. What happened to Chase?
Sure.
I know. What happened to Claypool?
I remember everybody was so high after those 4 touchdown performances. I didn't.
All right, now, dudes.
I'm just,
Like we said 2 weeks ago, the debate stopped when Justin Jefferson had his monstrous game. So
definitely.
now we're gonna give our predictions of the spread.
We only got 13 games
13.
this week,
So then the games that we don't have, we'll just go off of straight win now. If you want.
well, I don't even know the other games. I didn't pay attention. I just wanted the straight spread.
Okay,
Quick.
so I'll keep an eye out.
Definitely, yeah. Big Ben did happen to Claypool. That's for sure. Ben was throwing some
Hey,
ducks. I'll admit he was throwing lame ducks.
we can't use that excuse because Justin Jefferson, Kirk Cousins happened to him.
Oh damn! Oh shit! I'm gonna say I'll let y'all have that one. Anyway, let's get to our picks.
Let's go.
So the first game, let's go. First game, Minnesota versus New Orleans. New Orleans -7.
Ooh, so Minnesota gets the upper hand?
Yep, +7 with Minnesota. I'm rocking with
Me
Minnesota,
too.
and this is where I'm gonna see whether he finally earns it right here, Rookie of the Year.
Yeah,
Justin
I'm taking the
Jefferson.
Vikings.
This is it. This is gonna be his year. This game right here will tell me if it's Rookie of the Year, either him or it's gonna be Herbert.
It's going to go down to these last 2 games. So that's what I would say.
Yeah.
But I'm taking the Vikings as well.
So we're taking Minnesota +7.
Yeah.
All right, next game: Tampa Bay versus Detroit Lions. Detroit +8.5.
Dang, really? Ooh. This is a tough one. We took the Lions last week, huh?
Yeah, we did. That's why I'm going with Tampa
I'm going
Bay.
with Tampa just because that defense is on fire right now.
Yep.
And then Matthew Stafford, obviously. The run game can't go. No matter how good DeAndre Swift is.
Fuck the staff. fuck the
Yeah, no matter
Stafford
how
shit.
good Swift is, it's not good enough to go against this dominant pass rushing unit. All right, what do we got next?
Next one is Da Familia versus the Cardinals, and I already put my pick for the Cardinals minus 4.5 points.
-4. I'm taking the Cardinals.
Yep.
That you guys they're being mean to this one. 49ers +4. No, 4.5. You said right?
Yeah, four
Yeah,
and a half.
no. Cardinals
Next,
are fighting legitly for a playoff spot.
definitely. So they got to come out and ball
Yeah,
out. All right, next game: Miami versus the Raiders. Raiders are +3.
give me the Raiders.
I'm taking Miami -3.
Give me the Raiders.
Shit, I'm saying it out here loud and proud. Next game, I might as well pencil you in with that one. Cleveland at -8.5, because I'm doing it. Cleveland versus the New York Jets +8.5 for the Jets.
I'm taking the Browns. The only reason I'm taking the Browns is because now the Jets truly have to tank in order to try to even get a chance to get Sunshine.
Definitely. All right,
Who'd
next
you take?
game we got Indy versus. I took
Oh,
Cleveland.
okay, both of us Cleveland.
There's no ands, ifs, or
Okay,
buts. Yeah. Next game, Indy versus Pittsburgh, and Pittsburgh +2.
Indy.
I'm taking
You're
Pittsburgh.
taking.
Yeah, after that disastrous of a performance, I'm hoping that Ben
Nah,
Roethlisberger comes out with fire
Big
in
Ben's
him.
done.
I'm
Big Ben's
hoping.
done.
We'll see. Next game, Chicago versus Jacksonville.
Chicago.
Jacksonville +7.5.
Chicago with Montgomery winning
Both of us Chicago.
with Montgomery winning that championship, guaranteed.
Could be. He could be the championship maker. Atlanta versus KC. KC -10.5.
Wow. Atlanta. Taking Atlanta.
Okay, I'm gonna go. I came really close to taking Atlanta too.
Give me Atlanta.
That's 10.5. Okay. Denver versus the Chargers. Chargers -3.
Oh, because of home field advantage.
Yep. Usually home field advantage is always -3 points.
I'm gonna take the Broncos, but I will say this: I think it's gonna be a squash. It's gonna be a squash. Yeah, but I'll take the Broncos. You taking the Chargers?
Yeah, I'm taking the Chargers. The Rams versus Seattle. Seattle -1.5 points.
Wow, really?
It's a trap. This one is a trap game. Be very careful, because this one, it's a fucking huge trap. Because Seattle does never show up to play against the Rams for some strange apparent reason. This is why I'm taking the Rams.
And this is when? Where? I mean, where is this?
It's in Seattle. But they don't have the 12 to back them up this game. That's why I'm going with the Rams.
For the sake of argument, and this is coming from the gut, I'm gonna take the Hawks.
Okay. Next game, Philly versus Dallas. Dallas is 2.5 point underdogs. I'm rolling with my boys. I'm rolling with them hot boys.
Give me the Eagles.
Even though they're probably gonna smack that ass.
Yeah, give me the Eagles with.
Ooh, here it comes. Here's a good one, dude. Tennessee versus Green Bay. Green Bay -3.5.
Oh wow, Green Bay -3.5.
I'm taking Tennessee right here, bro.
So Tennessee.
I'm taking Tennessee because I think King Henry's gonna do something.
Yeah, give me Tennessee, and it's gonna go down to the wire. It's gonna go down to a field goal.
Get it. And last game is the Bills versus the New England Patriots, and the Patriots. Okay, we're gonna take both.
Yeah, Buffalo. And then
-7.
Yeah, Scam Newton can't do nothing. So.
Damn, especially with the defense like that, they're gonna come and definitely squash
that. So there's
out.
3 games, right? I believe one of them is the Giants Ravens. Do you want to just do a toss up in the air if you want to do straight bet?
I'm taking the Ravens on that
to
one.
Panthers versus Washington.
Hold on. Baltimore versus New York. Okay, next one is
Panthers versus
Carolina
versus Washington.
I'll take Washington.
I'll take the Panthers. I'll take the Panthers with with Teddy Bridgewater getting hurt and PJ Walker coming in to save the day.
Hey, we don't talk about hurt people because we need it. Never mind. I'm gonna shut up.
Bengals versus the Texans. I believe that's the last one. I'm taking
Cincinnati for the upset, dude.
straight up bet Cincinnati.
Yeah, I'm taking Cincinnati straight up.
I'm taking. This is a good one. I'll take the Texans.
Yeah. Okay.
And then I think that's it, right?
That's it.
That's all the games right there, dudes. All right, dudes. So, I guess that'll be it. We actually have a surprise probably coming in for you dudes next week. Who knows? The quality, quality may be better. We may be back in the studio.
Ooh, the lab.
So who knows, dudes?
And then also next week we'll be able to announce our giveaway, our Christmas giveaway.
Too. And then it says my pick of the week, Miami -3. Dang, everybody wants Miami. Hey, who knows? The Matrix works in mysterious ways.
Definitely does, man. It definitely does.
But other than that, like I said, dudes, thank you once again for supporting. We just hope that you share, follow us on our social media platforms. Ink is getting down on Twitter. So if you want to,
I'm definitely taking care of business. And best believe I'm going to take NFL players to the woodshed, man.
I think it'll get to the point where he gets blocked. But all right, dude.
More than likely,
all right, dudes. It's your boy Champ.
It's your boy Ink.
We out.